Alright, so I'm about to get into a reading, but I don't give a fuck. Well, actually, maybe I can prop it up. Yep, so I'm not. Alright, but let's get into this reading real quick. Let's see what the message is, because it's a message that wants to come out, and it wants me to use this deck, which I really don't like using because it makes me so insecure, okay? It's like the most beautiful deck, but we are the least connected sometimes. Like I have to genuinely be so fully in tune with my intuition, and it makes me so insecure, okay? Because in reality is I'm not a tarot reader. I'm an oracle reader because I can read oracle cards. I don't study tarot. I'm annoyed because the Lover's card is right there. Please, bitch, get out my face with this love shit. Like, this has been having so lately where I just be trying to book a regular reading. I'm trying to just get into a regular reading, and they just keep directing me to love. And God. But like I was saying, is I'm not a tarot reader. Like, I never like considering myself a reader. I mean, a tarot reader I am now. I do now. But for a long time, I wouldn't consider myself a tarot reader because I don't study tarot. I just read tarot through intuition, through pictures, imagery, okay, words and stuff. That's how I read tarot. So all the other shit, I really don't be really knowing what the fuck they're talking about or what it means or any of that. And I know that if I study it, it would make it even better. But also, like, it's kind of cool that I just only have to use my intuition, you know, like in the words. So I don't know. It's whatever. It's me embracing me, right? So let's get into this. And like I said, this is like one of my favorite decks, but I always stray away from it because, again, it makes me insecure. And that's the energy with that Lover's card is like my favorite person. This is who I low-key, like, makes me the happiest I want to be with, but they make me insecure. You know, maybe there's something about you that makes this person insecure because of your energy, because of, you know, I don't know. And with this, I'm seeing a bunch of lanes because you have so many parts to you, but also this is also how, like, their blockages, you know what I mean? But I do feel like this is also showing me this energy of, like, not defeat, like, I don't know, them overcoming all these blockages and all these things in their path that are trying to, like, hold them back and create stagnancy within this connection. And I also see, like, with the blue, that there's going to be some sort of communication. You know, this person is going to eventually communicate. It's not on your time, though. I promise you that. It is going to be when you're loving yourself. See, and that's how this keeps popping up. You're being forced to love yourself. Like, what is this? Queen of Cups. And, I mean, intuitively, that's like, yeah, harnessing your energy, being in your own energy, thriving in your energy. Okay, so being in this Queen of Cups energy, okay, loving on yourself, reading, studying, cleansing, like pouring into you in the ways that your intuition feels called to be poured into at each moment in time, okay? You're really having to be in tune with your inner self, your inner world at every moment. And to me, that's how I move. Like, I love all the different avenues of spirituality, but what I have learned within my own personal journey is to always be in flow with my intuition because, excuse me, at any moment it can change, okay? At any moment it could change. It could tell you things could be one direction, and then the next day they're like, it's time to go another path. So it can feel like you're constantly at odds or you're constantly trying to make these different difficult choices. But I do feel like this is because your spirit guides are trying to create an inner peace within you as well. You're always at battle. You're always prepared for battle. You know what I mean? You're always almost like seeking what is ahead, what's coming ahead, what is the battle ahead. Like, your energy is so caught up in constantly being in battle, but Spirit's like, we just want to calm your inner world. We just want you to start calming your own inner world and your own inner thoughts, okay? Spirit, what is this collective judgment? What is this blue judgment, this Amazonite that's coming out? What does this collective need to hear about? You're breaking your own heart. You're breaking your own heart. You're constantly breaking your own heart. You're constantly hurting yourself. You're constantly putting yourself in this state of, like, reaction, the state of, like, defeat, the state of having to react to something, block somebody, do the fucking most, have an attitude because you keep trying to break your heart before someone else does. Okay? You're needing to find some inner peace. You need to find inner peace, okay, and be strong and do something different because I feel as though you keep the Fool. Look at that. It's, you keep repeating the same cycles, but I think it's time for you to allow yourself to be a beginner at doing something different and making a new choice and being calm maybe, or being open, you know what I mean, to possibilities outside of what your brain tries to always tell you. Okay. Well, last message of Spirit, because I want to go watch and catch up on Love Island. A new beginning is coming, okay? Trust the intuition, you know this. And I just feel like you're fighting your intuition right now as to what you're supposed to do and how you're supposed to move. And it's time to surrender to your intuition and stop fighting against it and allow it to lead you into this new beginning, okay? What last message do we have again, Spirit? Sorry. Okay, I don't know. I feel like you guys need to be channeling your inner wisdom with this card. It's time to get back into like journaling, poetry, sharing your words, maybe opening your Bible, reading books. You know, I just feel like this is a lot of energies connecting with your inner wisdom, your inner world, developing your own knowledge, developing connection with your ancestors, developing a connection with self, okay? But I don't know. I hope that this message resonates. Look, Hermit, it's time to thrive in your own energy. It's time to call your energy back, okay? Unfortunately, sometimes people do think that when you're being so graceful, you're being so open, you're being so, like, available, that you don't have this ability to call your energy back, or that you don't have this ability to be in your own world, to create peace, because you're showing them this other side. So sometimes, unfortunately, you have to ground people by being like, you know what, hold up, let me hold up now. Because I really create peace in my own world. Don't play with me. So get back to her real quick, okay? Create that peace, thrive in your peace, and watch everything unfold for you, okay?